Unfortunately, that was on a time lapse. So where are we again?
We're in Easton Town Center.
Ohio.
Well, I mean, that's the name of the place. But
We're in Ohio.
we're in Ohio.
And what are we doing?
We are window shopping. Mostly. There's a little bit of shopping, but mostly window shopping.
We should go vlog where there's like pretty stuff.
Everything's pretty. It's like nature on this end.
Nature-y?
That'd be nice. Go right across the street from the Apache Home.
No, not for me. I've been here all the time. I guess it'd be. Hi guys, we're coming from Ohio and we thought we'd do the wife tag. So I think it's about 7 to 8 questions. He's gonna ask me and I'll answer as best as I can.
Okay, so what was your first impression of me when we first met?
It's one of those questions, huh? Well, to be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were cool guy. I met you through Danielle. I met him at his house at a barbecue. You were cool, and I wasn't really, there was like no attraction, not yet, anything like that, until like we all were talking we were all talking about something, right? We were all like together talking about something, and we were just talking about life and what we wanted in life and stuff, and once he started talking about that, and I noticed that we had a lot of similarities in what we wanted just in life, and I found that to be attractive. And you could hold a conversation really well, so that was attractive. I know. Had really nice white teeth too. Yeah.
All right. Question number 2. When did you meet my family?
When did I meet your family? 2010? No, that's a guess. That's guessing. Into the relation.
Because we started dating in I want to say 08.
So I met you a year and a half, and maybe into the relationship.
You met my family.
Didn't I meet them like the week of Mother's Day?
Well, it depends what family you're talking about, because Green was at the barbecue.
Oh yeah. So when I first met him, he was living with his older sister at the time. So I met his sister, and I met his brother the same night, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I actually met his family, siblings first. His parents live in Florida, so I think a year and a half into the relationship, we flew for me to meet his mom. And yeah, that was cool, nerve-wracking, cool.
All right, so what were you thinking when I first asked you out?
Well, to be honest, being just very different back then from what I am now. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of walls up. Only because recently I was dating some other dude or whatever, very briefly, and he was not gonna use that word, but anyways, he was just just one of those things where you just see the red flags and you cut it off too quick. So I had walls up, and I was just wondering in my mind, like, I was just like, what is so interesting about me? Like, what is he really interested in? Is he really interested in me? Like, what does he see? where is this going. I just wanted to make it clear that I'm not, I don't play games, basically. Yeah, I think you knew that, right? So, did I answer the question? Okay. Making sure I stayed on.
So our first date night, when you were getting ready, what were you thinking about?
I don't know if I can even remember that. I really don't remember. I do remember buying like this really nice fragrance or whatever, and I just wanted to smell all nice. You know how females are, you want to smell fresh and stuff. I know I was wearing black, not all black, but I know I was wearing black because at that time I don't know why, but I was into wearing black everything.
I thought you worked at Macy's.
Black everything, slacks, pants, like I don't know, I was going through a phase of just, I just love black, so I know I was wearing that. I probably was very excited. I mean, I remember the first time I called your number, like me and my sister like laughing and giggling, just very being silly, and my sister was like, oh my god, are you gonna call this guy? And I'm like, I guess. So, you know,
yeah, man, I guess, why not? Maybe.
I'm like, let's give this a try. And I'm calling you, and you didn't pick up the phone, and I was so nonchalant. I was like, oh, whatever, you know, that's that. You know, he didn't call me back, whatever. I'm not one to like chase or anything. So I was like, whatever, let's go to the store and get something. We took like 5 steps, and then the phone started ringing, and we were like, just looking at each other like, it's coming on the phone right now. And my sister's like, are you going to pick it up? I'm like, I guess. So she's like, pick up the phone. I'm like, and I'm all like, oh, hello, you know, all sweet. My sister's making fun of me like, that's not how you sound. Like, and I was just like, and then you like came to see me the same day, like within
like 20
seconds. Oh, I'm gonna come and see you right now. Oh, where do you live? I'm like, oh, okay, all right, you gotta come right now. Oh, and like I hung up the phone. I'm like, I don't know what my mother's gonna think. Like, yeah, my mom's always like, what are you doing? But yeah, I'm sorry, I went on a tangent.
Okay, so how did you feel the day that we got married?
Oh wow. That was just, I'll say it was such a blessing. Honestly, I never thought I'd ever be just blessed enough to be blessed with just, it was a gorgeous wedding, and it was just really amazing. Sorry about the shaking. We're on like a really, we're driving and stuff, so sorry about all the shaking and stuff, but my arm's getting tired. Ooh, let's work that out. Okay. So yeah, it was a wonderful night. It was a wonderful day. There were so many emotions. Like, I'm not the type to be just even preparing for it. I'm not a person to be used to people in my face taking pictures, you know, escorting me here. It was just so much excitement. There were so many emotions, and still I couldn't believe that, you know, it was really my day, and I was really gonna get married, and like it was really happening. Like, this is really happening. So I remember at the end of the night just thinking about everything that happened and just being amazed and like, wow, like this really happened. Like, it hit me once I started walking down the aisle, then it hit me. I was just like, oh, you know, this is really happening. This is not a joke. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I had to choke a few back. I was just like,
yeah, I saw you getting ready to cry. I was just like, no, we're not crying.
I pulled it together.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was just, you know, my husband worked really hard that year to make sure we had everything.
I was so stressed out. I started to get, like, first thing I was doing so much overtime, and I started to get like this weird black mark around my eye.
Yes. I was so tired. I would make sure I cook him meals to just make sure that you're eating and that you have energy, because he was working so much overtime. I think he worked like 10 grand or something, like insane.
It was like
$25,000 in overtime extra. And you know, it was just, God was just, he was just there in the midst of it all. you know, I was afraid that, you know, he would work so much, and by the time we got to the wedding that, you know, he would just get ill. And I was just in prayer a lot that, you know, he would be well enough because it was just insane the amount of hours, you know. But, you know, yes,
Well, you made it work. All right, next
Thanks.
question. Since we've been together, how big of a difference have I made in your life?
How big of a difference? Well, you, how can I say this? Well, you've honestly changed my life. Like, when I met you, you know, you were the only, well, to be honest, he was the only man I ever loved, you know, ever. Didn't really have a lot of the right male role models and leaders, you know, and I just wasn't really exposed to the right love and affection from a male before, and he really changed my life. I mean, in the beginning it was very difficult to communicate deeper and stuff, and to just get deeper connected with me and stuff, because I just never grew up and had that connection before with males before. So it was hard, you know, communicating, but you know, we figured it out, and we go deeper in our walk. So, you know, he got me into church. That was like our second or third date or whatever. So yeah, that was
Which most
good.
people would have thought was weird, but I was
Yeah,
like,
and you know, I didn't turn around and run, like, so I went with it, and I'm glad. But that said a lot about you, like, you know, you thought well of me to bring me to church. Like, I really thank God for that, like, because that was exactly what I needed at the time. Also, you know, I needed that deeper connection. I needed just to get deeper in my walk. So yeah. What was the question again? I'm sorry. Oh, a bit. How much of a difference? So yeah, you changed my life completely. Like, your family, and you know, just showing me love, just loving on me, and you know, just taking me in and stuff, and flying me to Jamaica and showing me where they grew up and stuff. You know, I felt a lot of love that, you know, I've never experienced before, and I was going through a lot of pain when I met Chris. A lot of pain, and I don't think you've ever seen anyone go through that type of stuff, and I just thank God that he was strong enough and the man enough to not run away and to tackle those issues with me, and we definitely grew and matured together in that. So I do thank God for that also. But you know, yeah.
Alright, next question. Are you excited about the rest of our lives?
Oh yeah, of course. Like, there. What's the saying? There's better days ahead, or something like that. Of course. You know, marriage, you know, it's not easy, but you know, it's very rewarding. It's very wonderful to be going through certain trials or whatever with someone, you know, in the long haul. So, yeah, very exciting. You know, we each year we kind of plan out, you know, what we're gonna be doing and stuff. So it's very exciting.
I'm hoping next year is Europe. That's the plan.
Oh yeah, Europe next year. And of course, we'll be vlogging that. Oh, I always say if God is willing, but I always say He's always willing anyway. So that'll be awesome to go to Europe. Usually we go to the Caribbean or someplace. I know he's sick of that because, you know, he's been there, done that. But Europe would be a nice spin-off. So yeah.
Well, with that said, guys, that's the tag, the wife tag.
It's the wife tag, yeah.
If you liked it, we encourage you to put that thumb up and click that button.
That
make it
like
blue.
button.
Make that button blue.
I don't think the button goes blue, but
I'm pretty sure it's blue.
no, I don't. It's not Instagram.
if you enjoy, you know, watching Shanasia do her variety of different things, then we recommend that you subscribe.
And if you want to see more of Chris, please comment and like. So we will definitely do more tags together like this. Thanks, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye.